Statistics. In this video, we'll be showing you the various ways we handle reporting with NetSpective. We'll be showing you the on-the-box reports under the Statistics tab. We'll be showing you how to set up logging and how to offload those logs to our NetAuditor Security Event Manager. In NetAuditor, we'll be showing you our dashboards, the monitors and alerts, how to configure a report, how to set up a manager, as well as some example reports. Welcome to NetSpective. Under the Statistics tab, we have various on-the-box reports that you can look at to see the various traffic going on in your network. As you can see under the Summary tab, we have our top categories, protocols, as well as our top users to look at and so on. Under the Recent Activity, we can see some more detailed information of what's going on in our network. From here, we can use the search bar to search for a username, an IP address, a website, anything we want to, and this page will refresh with that data. This gives us a method of troubleshooting, finding where a user was going, why were they blocked. Maybe you're trying to pinpoint a particular website to see if it was blocked, or perhaps if it was decrypted, and so on. Under the Settings tab, we have our logging section, where we can offload logs from NetSpective to an external server on your network. As you can see, I'm currently using syslog so that we can offload logs in real time. We're going to be offloading these logs to a server that has our NetAuditor Security Event Manager installed on it. This piece of software is provided free with NetSpective for all of your off-the-box reporting. This can be installed on any Windows-based server, a VM, or an old desktop. Since I'm offloading logs with syslog and they're in real time, we can do some interesting things with these logs, such as have these real-time dashboards. These dashboards are fully interactive. I can take these tabs and drag them around and reorder them if I wish. Up top we have our date selection, so we can always select a previous day to see the traffic from that day. But if I leave it on today, these tabs will all refresh every few seconds with live data. I can come down and see what a particular user has been doing today. When I click on that user, my tabs refresh with their top websites, top categories, protocols, and any search terms they've been searching for. Real easy, I can clear that out. Maybe I want to know who's been going shopping today. I click on that category and once again, my tabs all refresh with my top users, the websites they were going to, and so on. This gives us a nice, simple overview of the traffic going on my network and who my top offenders are. NetAuditor also has the ability to tie into your firewall logs. If we choose to report on your firewall logs, we can customize each of these tabs with bytes sent, packets sent, and so on, information that will show us bandwidth usage. Up top we have our Monitors tab, where we can see some more detailed information on what's going on in the network in real time. If I come down here and click on a new line, we can see we have some general objects up top, but below we have our various filters. We can select any number of filters and any combination of these to have this line be as specific as you want it to be. I can come in here and add a group of users. I can add a couple of groups. I can always exclude these groups and pull in everything that we didn't check off. We use inclusive, exclusive, expression-based logic with all of our filters. When I add this user group option, it's going to go away from the list and we're left with everything else. So then I can continue to get more granular. Perhaps I'm going to add a status flag. Maybe we're only interested in traffic we're allowing out of the network. We don't want to monitor blocked hits because it's not going to utilize any of our bandwidth. I can easily select that blocked flag and exclude it. That way I'm left with only traffic that is for these groups that we're allowing out of the network. The challenge we have with dashboards and monitors is that they're only good so long as you're there to watch over them. That's why we created this alarming system. If I enable this alarm, let's say for example anytime during the weekdays, whenever this line exceeds a threshold of 10 hits within 5 minutes, I want to be alerted to that traffic. And the system can be set up to alert us in a number of ways. We can set this up for email, so we can notify us with an email whenever there's something that needs to be brought to our attention. I can also select a report, and these can be reports that we customize for this particular purpose. That way, if there's anything going on in the network that we want to be notified of, we don't have to wait weeks later who did what and what went wrong. We can have the system set up to alert us immediately, that way we're never left in the dark. Under the Reports tab, we have our list of reports on the left here. If I click on one, we can customize this report. We can select the day and time in which you want this report to encompass, whether you want it to be just from yesterday, last week, or a custom time period. We have the frequency that we will run this report. You can run it right now. We can schedule it to run at a later date and time or at intervals. So if you would like this report once a day or once a week, you have those options. We can also save the report. So we can configure all of these options and the various filters. We can save it and it'll appear under our stored reports. That way, the next time you come in and click on the report, you just rerun it. You don't have to reconfigure all your various options again. We have a number of different output formats for all of our reports. We have various delivery options if you just want this to archive to your NetAuditor portal. We can email this report out, or we can have it delivered to an FTP server. We have object level control. Maybe you're running a report and you don't want to see the charts this time around. We can easily turn those features on and off. Then below are the same filters we saw before. Once again, we can use any number of these or any combination to have this report be as specific as you want it to be. I can filter this report on a specific user. Maybe I'm running a report that has a lot of information in it. So much information, we don't want to see everything in that report. We can easily omit data, such as your advertisements. We can omit things like your society plugins, the little like buttons and plus ones that we see on web pages, which make it look like someone's been on Facebook when they really haven't been. We can exclude these items so that when you run the report, it comes in nice and clean, only showing you the information that you want to see. Under the Security tab, we can create managers who have privilege over the various groups within NetSpective in regards to how you want to report on them. I can create managers locally, pull them in from LDAP, or I can even sync this from NetSpective and pull in all the managers that I created within NetSpective. We designed NetAuditor so that your managers can only run reports on the users you want them to run them on, so I can select certain groups here. They can only see the parts of NetAuditor that you want them to see. Perhaps you want to exclude the monitor component, but allow them to see the dashboards and run reports. Your managers can also only run the reports that you want them to run. They'll never be left wanting more. So for example, if I only give them access to these 4 reports, they won't see the rest of the reports in the list and ask you why they can't run them. Some examples of our more popular reports: we have the search phrases by user, which will show us every single search term a user has put in search engines, such as Google and Bing. We have the refer analysis by user. This will show us not only where a user was going, but give us an audit trail of everywhere they've been since then, giving us a general idea of how long they might have spent on a website. As I scroll down, we can see some users went to a website, they hit some refers on that website, and then they went onto some different website chains. NetAuditor can also tie into your firewall logs to show you bandwidth statistics, security alert messages, NetFlow data. Typically, when you run a report against your firewall traffic with a piece of software that your firewall provided you with, you may be used to seeing only IP addresses associated with volume traffic. But using our various agents, we can show you actual username translation as well, making these reports more useful to your eyes. We have our user activity overview report, which combines a number of different reports into one, making it easy to print out and show to a principal or a parent. I can see objectionable traffic in graph format, and as I scroll down, I can see this user's top categories, top websites, and so on, filtering out only the information that we want to see so we can tell what they've been doing during the school day. And finally, we have our chronological activity detail report, which will show us every single hit this user made to the internet. This is a report where we might want to omit certain data, the ads and plugins, so when we run the report, it comes in nice and clean, only showing us what we want to see, making it easier to sift through the large amount of data. Thank you for watching. Please visit us at getnetspective.com for more information.